Remember when games were truly challenging yet simple in their design and form, from the characters to the environments they lived in? When all you needed was a D-pad and a single button to control your player, and that was that? When a hero didn't need weapons that would blow your opponent's heads off and wasn't a hulking He-Man pumped full of testosterone and hate? If you don't, well, you're either 16 or you simply just don't get out much to the arcade anymore. Nope, you've probably never heard of Flicky, an arcade classic first released in 1984, in places where you could get a milkshake and a hot dog while watching the go-karts. What we see here is the Sega Genesis port released 7 years later in all its pre-Sonic the Hedgehog arcade glory. Flicky has undeniable ties to one of the top platformers of all time, and certainly caused rumblings that resulted in the creation of the Blue Blur, and would later appear as Dr. Robotnik's robot prisoners in the subsequent Sonic the Hedgehog series, most notably in Sonic 3D Blast. Designed by Yoji Ishii, who would later go on to be part of Sonic Team, Flicky is a flightless blue bird who takes it upon himself to save the cute, defenseless Piopios from hungry housecats and green iguanas that will stop at nothing to catch Flicky and his feathered friends. Flicky reminds me mostly of Joust in its floaty, slippery character control and multi-tiered platform design, not to mention its stunning simplicity. There are 48 rounds total, each and every one delightfully addicting, as you must avoid the enemies while collecting each Piopio and taking them to the exit door. Movement across the level is continuous, and while it may be confusing at first, it is actually quite helpful to use as a strategy to both defeat enemies by throwing objects at them, and maintaining a rhythm that will allow you to quickly collect each Piopio and move towards the exit. Bonus levels are critical for scoring extra lives and also become more challenging as you progress through the game. Flicky is a game that will make you break a sweat and is the type of game that will have you screaming with frustration every time those damn cats pounce on you or that iguana jerk trips you up. It's a diabolically challenging arcade platformer that will have you burning through your hard-earned quarters quickly, so for value's sake, get it for your Genesis.